Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever held on to a grudge so tightly that it consumed your thoughts, your emotions, and your life? What if I told you that the solution to your troubles is as simple as letting go? Today, I stand before you to discuss the incredible power of forgiveness and how it can lead to mental and emotional well-being. Now, you might be wondering, what does forgiveness have to do with my happiness? Well, I'll tell you a little story. Once, I had a disagreement with my best friend, and it resulted in us not speaking for months. It was a dark cloud hanging over my head. I couldn't shake off the negative feelings. But then, one day, I decided to let go and forgive. And you know what? The weight that lifted off my shoulders was immense, and I immediately felt a sense of freedom and happiness. You see, forgiveness is like a refreshing glass of lemonade on a scorching summer day. It quenches the thirst of our soul and reinvigorates our spirit. But why is it so difficult for us to forgive? We often hold on to grudges because we feel that by doing so, we're somehow punishing the person who hurt us. However, in reality, we're the ones who suffer the most. As the great Nelson Mandela once said, "Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies." Isn't it ironic how we're the ones who end up feeling the most pain when we refuse to forgive? Now imagine a life where you could let go of all the grudges that have been holding you back. Picture yourself free from the chains of resentment, bitterness, and anger. How would that make you feel? Liberated, right? The truth is, forgiveness is a gift we give not only to others, but also to ourselves. It allows us to heal and to move forward. It's time to break the cycle of negativity and embrace a new chapter filled with positivity and happiness. My friend, forgiveness is like a river that flows through our lives, washing away the rocks of resentment and the debris of grudges that have built up over time. When we allow that river to flow freely, it nurtures our emotional landscape and creates a fertile ground for growth, healing, and happiness. But if we dam that river with the logs of anger and the stones of bitterness, we hinder the flow of life-giving water, leaving our emotional landscape barren and parched. Now let's look at a situation that might be familiar to many of us: a coworker who takes credit for your hard work. Initially, you may feel a burning resentment towards this individual. However, by choosing forgiveness, you free yourself from the negative emotions and can focus on your own growth and success. You might even discover that this experience teaches you valuable lessons about standing up for yourself and addressing unfair situations in a constructive manner. These examples demonstrate that forgiveness is not just about letting go of grudges, but also about personal growth, healing, and strengthening relationships. By choosing to forgive, we're choosing to rise above the pain and negativity and embracing a brighter, more positive future. So, my friends, let these examples inspire you to harness the power of forgiveness in your own lives. Remember, forgiveness is a journey, and it may not happen overnight. However, by taking small steps and practicing empathy, understanding, and compassion, you can ultimately let go of grudges and experience the profound benefits of mental and emotional well-being. Think about it. Have you ever walked through a dense forest with the weight of unresolved grudges weighing you down like a heavy backpack? That backpack is filled with stones of resentment, each one representing a grudge you're holding on to. Now imagine what it would feel like to remove those stones one by one, lightening your load and allowing you to walk more freely through the forest of life. Forgiveness is like taking off that heavy backpack, leaving you feeling lighter and able to enjoy the beauty of the world around you. As you stroll through the forest, you begin to notice the sun filtering through the canopy, casting a warm, golden light on your path. You hear the sweet melody of birdsong and feel the gentle caress of the breeze. Life becomes more vibrant, more joyful, and more fulfilling when we let go of the burden of grudges and embrace the power of forgiveness. Now, imagine your heart as a garden with the potential for beautiful flowers to bloom and flourish. Unresolved grudges are like weeds that choke out the growth of those flowers, leaving your heart's garden a tangled mess. But by practicing forgiveness, you're pulling those weeds and allowing the flowers of love, joy, and peace to take root and thrive. So, my friends, let the river of forgiveness flow through your life, washing away the obstacles that hold you back. Embrace the freedom of walking through the forest without the weight of resentment, and tend to the garden of your heart with love and compassion. In doing so, you'll experience the profound transformation that comes from letting go of grudges and cultivating mental and emotional well-being. Remember, as you go about your day, that forgiveness is a journey, sometimes slow and winding, other times swift and direct. But with each step, you'll move closer to a life filled with happiness, peace, and the vibrant beauty of emotional freedom. So think about these stories and ask yourself, what grudges am I holding on to? How can I begin to forgive and let go? Reflect on your own experiences, and remember that the journey to forgiveness starts with a single step. Embrace the power of forgiveness, and watch as your life transforms for the better. But how do we forgive and let go of grudges? It's not an easy task, but it's not impossible either. First, acknowledge the hurt and pain you've experienced. Don't brush it off or pretend it doesn't exist. Next, consider the perspective of the person who hurt you. Is it possible that they were acting out of their own pain or suffering? I'm not saying we should excuse hurtful behavior, but understanding the reasons behind it might make it easier to forgive. And finally, practice empathy and compassion, not only towards others, but also towards yourself. You deserve to be free from the shackles of resentment. So, do you want to be the person weighed down by grudges, unable to enjoy the ride? Or do you want to be the person who chooses forgiveness and experiences the true freedom it brings? The choice is yours. In conclusion, the power of forgiveness is immense. It not only liberates us from the shackles of resentment and anger, but also fosters mental and emotional well-being. By practicing empathy, understanding, and compassion, we can learn to let go of grudges and embrace a life filled with happiness and peace. I leave you with a thought-provoking question. If you could let go of one grudge right now, how would that change your life? Think about it, and let the power of forgiveness guide you towards a happier, healthier future. Thank you.